Everybody, it's Brian back with a VIP Soundcheck, and I'm back with my next VIP 6-pack video, and it's going to be 6 of my favorite storytellers in music. Now, I've always been one, I've mentioned this a few times in my videos, a good song to me makes you feel something, and it sticks with you. And I'm somebody, and my parents, my whole family, we love stories. Now, I'm a sucker for sad songs, but it doesn't necessarily have to be sad. But if you are able to craft and just take me kind of in mentally to another world and tell me a story with your song, you got me as a fan. I'm hooked. And that's what each of these 6 artists. Now, it's going to be very heavily country influenced, which makes sense. Country music has always kind of been the primary genre when it comes to telling stories. But not just country. I mean, I've got a rock artist here, but again, you'll see it's going to be primarily country. But I'm planning on probably doing some more of these videos, so let me know what you guys think of who's some of the best storytellers out there, because maybe I can include some of them in a future video. But I'm going to jump right into my list and start with one of the best artists of all time, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, of course, Boy Named Sue. He had so many Folsom Prison Blues. All his songs, he was the master at putting you in the setting of the song. So here's a little bit of Johnny Cash for you guys to enjoy.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me, just this old gal. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you gonna die! And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any day.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. As the rider sloped on by him, he heard one call his name. Ghost riders in the sky.
Next one is one of my favorite artists, and really the guy that kind of motivated me to make this list, and it's Marty Robbins. Man, El Paso, Big Iron, This Time You Gave Me a Mountain, Ribbon of Darkness. He's just such an amazing storyteller. Absolutely incredible. I loved Marty Robbins. His songs can just, if I'm having a bad day, I just listen to him and I just relax. So I think you guys are going to like it. Here's some Marty Robbins.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mex. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead out where the horses were tied. And Felina, goodbye. To the town of Alfredo rode a stranger one fine day. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his. He's an outlaw loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some bit. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter. Big iron, when he tried to match the.
Coming up next is a gentleman from up in Canada, Gordon Lightfoot. Of course, if you could read my mind, and as obviously the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, you talk about a song that tells a story. It's almost like watching and listening to a documentary about the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald when he sings that song, and I love it. So again, here's some of Gordon Lightfoot for you guys to listen to.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. And I will never be set free as long as I'm just like a paperback novel, the kind of drugstore. You won't read that book again because the ending, I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitche. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill and was. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait. When the gales of November came, his lights went out of sight. Came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald to Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes?
All right, we're halfway through this, and now I'm going to throw you the rock guy. And he's not just rock. To me, this is one of my favorite artists of all time. When I was a little kid, I loved this guy, and it's Meatloaf. Meatloaf, I don't think there's anybody better at telling stories. And he really, I'll give him and Freddie Mercury credit for this, perfected the idea of the rock opera. First of all, he had one of the most powerful, beautiful voices I've ever heard. And his songs, they could be like 12 minutes long. Outstanding. You can't get enough of it. Bat Out of Hell to this day is one of my favorite albums of all time. So here's some of Meatloaf for you guys to enjoy.
The sirens are screaming and the fires are howling way down in the valley tonight. Oh, baby, you're the only thing in this whole world that's pure and good and right. But like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. Nothing ever grows in this rotten road, and everything is stunted and lost. They're like a sinner before the gates of heaven. Maybe we can talk all night. I want you. I need you. But it's 2 out of 3, baby. Something that I just haven't got.
All right, up next is the singer of my favorite country song of all time, George Jones. My favorite song, of course, being He Stopped Loving Her Today. But he had a number of songs that, he wasn't exactly the greatest singer of the world. Not that he was bad, he was a good singer. But beyond that, he could really just take those simple songs and just tug at your soul and your emotions, probably better than anybody I've ever heard. So here's some of the Possum, George Jones.
He said, I'll love you till I die. He kept her picture on his wall. He stopped loving her today. You know, she came to see him one last time. He stopped loving her today. Step rider, come on in. Over there sits the chair. But now she's gone forever. Where we lay in love together, in love, taking nothing but our baby and
I'm going to end it, and you guys probably notice all of these artists, unfortunately, they're all gone. They've all passed away, and it's older music. So I wanted to end it with somebody who's kind of new to the music scene and is just now starting it out. It's one of my favorite artists and my friend, Jessey Adams. You guys know I did an interview with Jessey. I've gone up and seen her play live a couple times. She is incredible. She might be 20 now. I think she was 19 when I met her. This girl is wise beyond her years. Her songwriting is it's splendid. I mean, she can put you in the scene of the song. And it's like you feel like you're there. Like she's telling you a story that you're actually living in that moment. And she's got a beautiful way of delivering that story. So again, here is my friend, Jessey Adams.
Daddy works the pipeline, Grandpa taught him what he know. It was only a matter of waiting on the. He spent all of his younger years working overtime. He takes his coffee black and he takes his liquor. That flame's a reminder of every bridge he's down there in the valley. Fate will swing its hand. I was told outside this van, carry on the line.
All right, so there's 6 of my favorite storytellers in music. I'm going to open up to you guys. Like I said, I want to hear from you. Who are some of your favorite storytellers? It could be any genre of music. I'm open to anything, and I love hearing a good story. Let me know what you think about these 6, and maybe which is your favorite among them. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to be notified anytime I put new content out. And as always, I want to thank you guys for spending this time with me. I love you all. God bless, and rock on.
Daddy,